Number 2, would you read me? So I know it says f at x or something like that, right? But let's call f at x. Let's call it y. Is that okay? What does the rest of it say? Minus x squared what? Just plus 4? Just like that? Cool. Okay. So first thing we want to do is I want to identify my a value is -1. My b value is not there. Agree? Anyone like, I see a b value. So b value not there means 0. C value is 4. We don't worry too much about the C value yet, but I want us to continue to list it because we will indeed start using it, okay? All right, so the axis of symmetry, which we call AOS, is x equals -b over 2a, which I'm going to get -0 over 2 times -1. Well, if I get 0 on top, that means the whole thing has to be 0. So that's my axis of symmetry, which means right down the y-axis is my axis of symmetry. Good? Vertex is -b over 2a, comma, plug x, plug in x. Okay? Okay? Yeah, so yeah, we already have -b over 2a, right? So there's no reason to go reinvent it. So I know, okay, I have 0, comma, then I'm going to take 0 and I'm going to plug it in for x. So I get -0 squared plus 4. Hey, what is 0 squared? 0. What is -0? 0. 0 plus 4 is? So I get 0, comma 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So is everybody okay with that point? And notice I listed that point. Agreed? I listed that point. I want you to list these points. It's important for you to start listing these points because it will indeed benefit you in the future. All right. So then I'm ready to pattern graph, which is a times 135. 135 keeps going forever. It's all the odd numbers, but we're not going to go forever. What's my a value? -1. Right? So what is that -1 going to do? Yeah, I'm going to multiply that. So what does that mean my graph's going to do? It's going to go down. Why is it going to go down? Because it's negative. The a value is negative. The a value dictates whether it opens up or down. A value is positive, up. A value is negative, down. Okay? So from this point, I'm going to go right 1, down 1. Well, shoot, if you graph this right, you're going to get that. I'm going to go left 1, down 1. Agree? Then the next one, I'm going to go right 1, down 3. And I'm going to go left 1, down 3. Now, the nice thing is we got 2 y values being 0. So those are actually a fancy term. Those are called roots. They're called zeros. They're called solutions. However you want to call it is the right way. That's my parabola. That's it. What else would you like to see on this problem? Or another problems? Anything? Blake, you got one? Okay. Anybody else? There's got to be another one. I know there is. You're being shy. It's a brand new concept. I know I'm a good teacher, at least in my own mind. What else do you want to see? Take a look at your worksheet. What else do you want to see? I know there's something on there. While you all are looking, I gotta go blow my nose real quick. I'm sorry. Springtime's coming. Any more questions? I know there's got to be one. Whether you did it or not, I know that you look at it, and I guarantee I could, if I gave you a quiz right now, you'd go, oh, I don't get this. And I'll say, why didn't you ask a question? I don't have a question. Huh? Nothing. Yeah. All right, Syrup's picking one then. I'm going to pick number 3. Hey, everyone feels comfortable that f of x is the same thing as y. Agree? Yeah. Okay. All right, so here's problem number 3. So I'm going to focus on this one, okay? What's my a value? Help me out. 2. What's my b value? C value? Okay. Everyone was 100% sure on that, right? Yeah. Is anyone like, dude, what about D and E and F and G and H and I and J, K? Okay, we're good? We feel good or comfortable? All right, so axis of symmetry, AOS, x equals negative b over 2a, which you just said was negative 8, right? Over 2 times 2. Hey, what's negative 8? Positive 8. 8 over 2, or 8 over 4 is what? 2. So x equals 2. There's my axis of symmetry. Agree? Yeah. Everyone fine with that? Everyone's happy? Content? We good? So if I gave you a quiz right now, do you all feel comfortable that you can get to that point? Yeah. Because that's 2 points right there. Now, I'm going to show you how to get more points, but that would get you 2 points. Don't leave something blank. If you're all sitting there, oh yeah, I get it. Why'd you leave blank? Well, I don't know. You could put anything. I didn't get it. Well, you told me you got this. Well, I do. Why didn't you leave anything? Well, I thought I should just leave it blank. Don't make it easy on me to grade. Make it hard on me to grade. Make me go and give you points. The kids who leave it blank makes it easy. There's a 10-point problem. It's blank, minus 10. Don't do that. Earn every point you can get. All right, so the vertex, oops, let's change that to purple. Vertex is negative b over 2a, comma, plug in x, yes? Did we already find negative b over 2a? What is negative b over 2a? 2. So I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to plug it into each of those x values, and I'll do it down here. So I get 2, and then 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 5. Order operations would say, hey, 2 squared is good. 4. 4 times this outside 2 is 8. 8 subtract 16 plus 5. Agree? 8 subtract 16, negative 8 plus 5. Good, negative 3. So 2, negative 3. It's right here. I should list my point. It's really good math practice to list points you can guarantee. Okay? All right. Pattern graph here. Okay, but pattern graph is a times 135. What's my a value? Huh? 2. So I get 2 times 135. So it's going to go 2, 6, 10. Agree? So it goes 2, 6, 10. So what am I going to do from my vertex right now? Close? Right one up 2. Right, yeah. Right one up 2. I like it. And also what? Left one up 2. So again, if you have a grid that you're looking at, you're like, oh, that's 3, negative 1. Oh, that's 1, negative 1. I've listed my points. What should I do to get to the next thing? Nope. I always go 1, right, left.
Oh, yeah. Left 1, up 6.
Okay, left and right 1, up 6. So right 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, because you did this on graph paper, you know that that's 4, 5 as a point. If I go left 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I said? 0, 5. And look at this, my friends. I have enough points to draw myself my parabola. It's as simple as that, my friends. Does it look like you do the same exact question each time? Or it's like, or do I like, oh, this is a special one. There's a negative here. Therefore, I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to turn my paper sideways. And you fold it in half 3 different ways. There's tricks in math. That is absolutely true. But the problem is, I can't remember tricks in math. You remember in elementary school, they're like, hey, this is how you know that if 2 goes into a number, it has to be even. 5 goes into a number, it ends in a 5 and a 0. And then there was different tricks, like, this is how you know if 7 goes into a number. If you add the last 2 digits together, then multiply by the first digit, and then to subtract 5 from it, if 7 goes into that, then 7 is divisible. And you're like, that's a really hard rule. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, yeah, there are neat patterns in math, but leave that to the math dorks to say, hey, look at this beautiful pattern. Okay? The rest of us don't have to know about it. Okay? I heard I saw something funny the other day. You know the I before E rule, except after C, and when sounding like A, like neighbor and way. Okay, you ready? So I before E, except after C. Ready? I before E. This is that thing, the mnemonic you're supposed. You want to? We'll prove this whole thing. Debunk it right now. I before E, except after C. Oh, wait a minute. I before E, except after C. Science just disproved that whole thing. Go to your English teacher today and say, hey, I can prove that this I before E stuff doesn't work just by using science. And your teacher's like, no, you can't. It works because I before E, except after C, and it's kind of like A is a neighbor and way. And then weekends and holidays and all throughout May. And you'll always be wrong no matter what you say. That's a hard rule. Just having some fun with it. Show your English teacher. I just proved it for you. You can link the my video to it. It's videoed. All right. Hey, we're going to continue with this. This is such an important rule. I want to continue this again. I want to make sure you feel good about it. So the notes I gave you are good for today and also for next time we would have class, which would be Thursday. Yes? Okay. All right. Hey, what's my A value? Help me. 1. B is? Close. -4. C? Giddy up. Axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. Agree? So I get -4 over 2 times 1. What's -4? 4 over what? 4 over 2. 4 over 2 is equal to what? 2. Dan's making up math as we go along. What's my A value? 655. Where'd you get that? I don't know. I just thought I'd guess. Okay. I'm just kidding. All right. Vertex. We already found negative b over 2a. Yes? It's 2. And I'll put it in. So 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 4. 2 squared? 4. -4 times 2? -8 plus 4? Ooh. 4 minus what?
0.
Good. 0. 2 comma 0. This one actually sits right on the x-axis. It can happen. Hey, friends, does my 135 rule graph as 135? And why is that?
Because 0 times 1 times
Yes, my A value happens to be 1, so my 135 rule works very nicely, just as 135. All right, so I'm going to go right 1, up 1, left 1, up 1. So I get 3, comma 1, and 1, comma 1. Agreed? And again, I'm listing the points. If you have a hard time listing the points, we'll plot it the same way we did and look at our grid. All right, and then I'm going to go right 1, up 3, and left 1, up 3. So I get 4, comma 4, and I get 0, comma 4. And I have all these points listed, and I have this beautiful parabola, which is symmetric about the axis of symmetry. My friends, is there anything on this problem that I can help you with, or do you feel comfortable with it? Like if I handed out this imaginary quiz right now, could you do this problem? Because my A value is 1, it stays 135. Is that all right? Cool. Hey, can I move on off this graph? Excuse me. All right. What's my A value? 2. B? -8. C? 5. We're all happy, yes? X equals -b over 2a. So I get -8 over 2 times 2. What's -8? 8. What's 8 over 4? What's 8 over 4? 2. Yeah. I think it's just coincidental. It's not because I'm trying to mean it to be that way. All right. So my vertex, I have 2, comma, how do I get the y value? X's, yeah. And make sure you remember your order of operations, my friends. Exponents first. So 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 16 plus 5. 8 minus 16 is -8. -8 plus 5 is -3. We probably did. We might have. I bet you're right. I bet you we did this problem almost identical. It could be. It could be. I mean, so figure this. I'm trying to get everything to fit within -12 to +12 as our graphs. So there are times that I might duplicate a problem. Not because I think it's the most important problem ever. It's just my creative juices in my head aren't as fluid as they used to be. Hey friends, is it going to be 135 graph or is it going to be something different? It's 2, 6, 10 because my A value is 2. Agree? All right. So right 1, up 2. Left 1, up 2. List those points. I get 3, comma -1. I get 1, comma -1. I'm going to go right 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, list those points. That's 4, comma 5, and that's 0, comma 5. And I got that pretty looking parabola. Like Stirrups lost it. He's calling parabolas purdy. Bless you. You booty. Anything about this problem that you're like, oh, what happened? You know, it's nice. So I didn't hear obscure numbers. What's my A value? 13. Where did you get 13 from? Well, I added 8 and 5 together classically. Good. Why would you do that? Because it seemed like the right thing to do. Love it. Hey, here we go. A value is what? -2. Very good. B value is what? C value is? Good. X equals -b over 2a. So I get -8 over 2 times negative 2. Negative 8 is positive 8. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So x equals?
Negative 2.
Yay! I seem to be like hovering around this positive and negative 2, don't I? Oh boy, I hope you forgive me for it. So vertex, negative 2 comma, how do I get the other value? There you go. So I get negative 2 times negative 2 quantity squared minus 8 times negative 2 minus 4. Agree? Negative 2 squared is? Positive 4. 4 times negative 2 is? Negative 8. I love it. Negative 8 times negative 2. Close. Positive 16 minus 4. Agree? Ooh, let's write clearly. Negative 8 plus 16 is positive 8. Positive 8 minus 4. Positive 8 minus 4. 4, yes. So negative 2, positive 4 is up here. Hey friends, this pattern graph is going to do what? Is it 1, 3, 5 or does it change? Yeah, so that negative is going to do what? Make it upside down. Good. All right. So the negative means it's going to be upside down. My A value is negative, so it's going to be upside down. So I'm going to go, oops, I forgot to list my point. Shame on me. Negative 2, 4. All right, go back to the black. All right, so I'm going to go right 1 down 2. Left 1 down 2. So that's the point negative 1 comma 2. That's the point negative 3 comma 2. Okay. You get the next point? I'm going to go right 1, left 1, down how many? 6. Right 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0, negative 4. Perfect. Parabola is done. We've got some beautiful points labeled. Hey, friends, I don't normally offer this. If you label your points, giving it to me as ordered pairs on any tests or quizzes, and you give me all of them. So I have 5 points labeled, yes? You have them labeled on the graph, and they are correct. I will give you up to 3 points extra credit per question. Deal? Label them correctly. So don't give me some obscure values like, oh, it's 1/2, 3/7. Where'd that come from? Well, it's what it looked like. Oh. No, I will give you up to 3 points extra credit on a test or quiz if you label them correctly per problem. So you might be able to get if you don't label them, you're going to lose points. But if you label them and you gain points, that means your grade grows even faster. Right? And what will become the really strange conversation is, oh, you have a 79.5. Yeah? Well, you never labeled your points. I didn't think it was important. Well, I guess the C is important to you then. Right? I bet you I have some sort of activity planned for the next time we have class. I bet you. It might not be a lot. I bet you it'll be 2 questions. One of the parabolas will open up. One of the parabolas will open down. There'll be 1 question on the front, 1 question on the back. Nice graph.
This is hypothetical or?
Just kind of, I'm thinking through stuff. Sound like a deal?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, am I done with the notes or is there more? What do I got? I got this one. Let's see. I got that one, and oh, that's it. Yay! All right, 1 left. All right, I'm staying quiet. You have to tell me how to do this problem.
2, 1.
I don't know what 1, 2, 1 means.
A, B, and C.
A is 1, B is 2, C is 1. I like it. Keep going. Somebody else.
Negative 8 divided by
It's -1 though, isn't it? I didn't get 2 or -2, did I? Woo!
For sure.
Yeah! Even a blind squirrel finds a nut from time to time, right? I got lucky. All right. Vertex.
Plug -1 into x, giving you -1 squared -2 times negative. I mean 2 times -1 is just 1.
Okay, so what's -1 squared?
1
1, good. 2 times -1?
-2
Plus 1. Help me out.
1. Would it be 0?
Yay! It what? Why is that? Yeah, my A value is 1, so it stays our 135. So it's 1 times 135. And of course, I'm showing all the work, but y'all are a lot smarter than I. Therefore, you might not have to show everything. Okay? Okay, what points did I just get?
1, 0.
Close?
0, 1.
Uh-huh. And?
-1.
Nope. It's not -1.
-2.
-2. Good. All right.
And then
Cool. Next point.
over right 1 and left 1.
Okay, I want to change colors though. 1, 2, 3. And okay. What are those points?
1, 4.
Yes.
-3, 4.
Good. Do I have a picture to draw? Sure do. Friends, talk to me. Does this seem okay? So we are building upon our knowledge, okay? You know all that factoring we had done? And then we set the factoring equal to 0? The factoring equal to 0 is where things cross the x-axis with these parabolas. But that's all we're doing. So we're taking some stuff, we're building upon it, and I can assure you, my friends, I promise you, if you are staying up to date on this, and I know a lot of you are like, I don't have my homework right away. I promise you, if you start practicing this kind of homework tonight or tomorrow night, and you watch the video, if you needed to, you can, you're going to really start gaining a great knowledge of this stuff. Okay? Now I'm going to share with you the homework. Me too. So we have graphing quadratic functions, number 4, which is page 61 and 62. And I will tell you 62, there's nothing on it. And I want you to do problems 1 through 9. Now I'm going to say that number 9, distribute first. Once you get to it, that'll make sense. Okay? So my friends, I'm telling you, first off, next time we come to class, I'll go over the homework first, and I have a 2-question quiz, a front and a back. That 2-question quiz is going to be worth 10 points. Thursday, yeah, or Friday if you're listening to this and you're in the other cohort. And you could get 16 out of 10 points. That's bonus. That's like, grade improvement for the simple task of, I could label the point and earn bonus points. We don't give bonus points. But in this case, in my opinion, I feel it is so important that you start labeling points that you definitely know. I think it is important enough for me to say, I think these bonus points need to be given. Good enough? Wouldn't a 16 out of 10 kind of be make your grade look a little bit better than it might be? I mean, some of you are doing fine. Some of you need help. Some of you are just like, hey, I'm content with what I'm doing. But everyone's grade could, right? And remember, don't forget about how science disproved the I before E, except after C rule. Want a picture of that? Here, get me in there, man. Now you can show your English teacher.
If you want, you can do science teaching. Like,
Yeah,
she helps you by describing it.
So I can use science to disprove these rules in grammar. Good stuff. I love it. You know me.